Hello, 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 hello. Again, we are back every other Monday for the Mic Up Show. My name is Cedric Hawkins, and it's nice to meet you all tonight. I will be hosting the show tonight. Our lovely Yo Radio Honey is not here tonight, so I'll be filling in for you guys for the 10 o'clock show. So tonight we'll be having a special group come out tonight. That is a broadcast group that I've been working with for a while, and I think they have a lot of good talent on their team. So we're gonna introduce a couple people later on throughout the show. But first thing we're gonna get to is how you all doing? You know, the weekend just passed. It's Monday. I know it's a drag day. It's very slow. So we're gonna start the week up a little bit hot. You know what I'm saying? Gonna turn the make mic up a little bit here got on our line is Baby's on Business. So we got an artist that's very young. He's only 12 years old and he goes by the name of Baby Biggie. And he's a part of a group by the Baby's on Business tour, which is ran by a young lady by the name of Money Baby. She is 7 years old. So that's something that you guys really should have to tune into later, and we're gonna bring back on the show for you guys. But later on now, for the week and for things that are coming up for next week. We have a live showcase for Who's Hotter tour for all types of artists and rap artists, which is going to be hosted by the Arcana team, which is a big production at the Hannah's Sports Bar. So if you guys want to tune into that, you guys tune in later, and also catch me on Facebook and Instagram. I will give you guys the way to catch on to the law for that. Really, what I want to do is go ahead and introduce the Arcana team. I want to start with their second in command as this moment is going to be Mr. Rashad. And Mr. Rashad, you know, can we get a little bit more information on how this group started and who recruited you, or how this thing just really started with Arcana?
Okay. How you doing? My name is Rashad Terrell. I'm the Chief Information Officer for Arcana Entertainment. We kind of came about with the vision from our head founder, which is his name is Carlton Hardy. He's also known as Cash, if most people know.
Carlton Hardy, known as Cash. Okay, and that's the head of you guys?
Yes.
Okay, for sure.
And vision where he wanted to express to the city of Chicago, as well as outside of Chicago, a group of professionals that are the type of people that are outside of the norm. So whether it be with music, acting, things of that sort, we want to put that good light on Chicago, because Chicago is the bad rap as the rough city, Chirac. You get that
we get
information.
A bad rap.
So we just got a group of professionals together that are, own way, whether it be modeling, film, photography.
Just different realms of the world of business, really.
Correct.
So really you want to just bring in anything that can help someone either further their dream, mold their dream, or just help anyone else.
Because in the music industry, or in the industry with where it be modeling and things of that sort, it's really hard to get into it. So for you to brush up that brand, you will need those chances where you can perform your craft, brush it up, and we give that platform.
Okay, and I know you're the chief of information, but what is your standpoint really when it comes down to the Arcana? What do you do?
Do per se is I'm not really the second in command. I'm more so like the third in command. Okay. My second in command is young Mimi Gates that we have over on the far end.
Okay, so we'll get to it. Okay,
right.
Okay, for sure.
Basically, what I do is that I'm the connection between the venues and the rest of the team. So anything that is coming through from the head, whether it comes from Mimi Gates or Cash, when it comes down, it gets dispersed from me, as well as I make sure that everything is correct and in form when it comes to passing out information, so that everything is in correct form and respectful. It isn't grammatically incorrect per se. So that's what I just kind of look out for that.
So basically, if anyone is trying to be a chief of information, they better have every document or anything that needs to be notated and taken care of, and you're the person that they'll be looking for.
Correct. Whether it be social media, whether it be from Twitter, Instagram, things of that sort, any form of social media, that will be me.
So now you say cash leads you guys and definitely helps you guys get to the things you need to get to, or definitely just brings on the help for others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So do you have anybody that you think that is a match with Cash, or is he just one of those people like he came up and grabbed your attention and it really was just something you had to go with?
When you speak of that, are you speaking like professionally already? That's already got
professionally and basically just life wise. Like how you come upon someone and you see them, you like, we may not click off. You never know. And then you get start talking, click, and it's more to the person instead of just what they look like.
Okay. Well, with me and Cash, we pretty much hit it off right off the bat. He contacted me and said, well, this is what I'm trying to do, and I want to take it over to a further level. Is there any way that you can help me? And I said, sure, no problem. And when we first met up and handled the situation, I was like, okay, he's a heavy hitter. He really knows what he's doing.
Okay,
so,
for sure.
And if you would say his demeanor is more so like, if you want to explain in a celebrity wise, it's more like Puffy. So he's more like he's really like that. He's very precise in what he wants to do. And when it comes to making sure that our name gets out there and in the right way, it will be like DJ Khaled.
Okay.
DJ Khaled is notorious.
So he's the LeBron James of you guys' team right now.
Grateful.
Yeah. Okay.
We try to keep everything holistically centered in that all of us have a tremendous belief in bringing people together. We don't have like one allegiance to any type of religion or anything, but all of us, we pray together, we hang out together, we treat everything as a family. So we want to bring together Chicago, is bring everybody together. When you come to one of our events, we want to accommodate you and treat you that way, like you are a family member. And we want to change the atmosphere of everything, of when you go out to the club, when you go to a showcase, when you come to any event. We want it to be the way it used to be, where people felt like it was a family.
Okay. And that's Miss Mimi talking. And if you want to introduce yourself, you can go ahead and introduce yourself so people can know what that voice is and who that is.
So I am Mimi Gates, and I am the Chief Operating Officer at Arcana. And again, part of the reason why we have titles such as Chief Operating Officer and Chief Information Officer is because we want people to ask us, what does that mean? We want to get business of these kids with all this talent, with all these gifts. We want them to run by different sectors. So we want them to understand somebody got to run the operation, and all the vision has to be there from everybody. So when we sit down and have meetings, we take it from everybody. Everybody has ideas that are good. There's no, even though we have it split up into those sectors, there's no one person who makes the ideal and that's it. We all try to contribute. When it comes to our showcases, everybody's a contributor. And again, we just really want to change the atmosphere in Chicago to be more diverse. I'm old, so I remember when you could just hang out and not be worried about being shot and stuff like that. You just didn't worry about.
That's a good feeling. It's definitely a good feeling. So since everybody's coming on, we're gonna have to introduce the last person, and which that is Miss.
Last but never least.
Miss Lisa E. Marie. How you guys doing today?
Well, all right. So, what is your particular spot in the Arcana production?
I'm a dedicated member.
Okay.
A dedicated member.
So basically, you anything that needs to be footworked or pretty much either even just driving or just participation at all, it's just all hands forward.
I'm pretty much hands on wherever I'm needed. Let me know, I'm there.
Okay, for sure. So that's the Arcana team that's going to be sitting with us, and they're going to be back and forth with us a couple of times on the show. So you guys stay tuned and remember those voices. Now, I said we were going to get into the debate about the Bud Billiken Parade. Now, what does the Bud Billiken Parade represent? It really represents a couple of things, really pretty much. To me, it represents family, it represents a lot of the black homes that came up in the Bronzeville area, a lot of people, schools and everything that came around that area. It's just basically giving back to the community and letting the community know, the youth is trying to become better. The elders are becoming better. The environment is becoming better. It's just a humble place to be around. A lot of people don't think when you come into an area you'll see parades or you'll see all types of different literature over the walls that are not cursing words, that are not just basically graffiti. No, there's art. There's art around. There's stores that have been up since the 1950s, the 1940s. The owners are still there. They just refurbishing the buildings. And as people just go past and see, they don't absorb everything. So when the Bud Billiken comes out, it's like a big parade for everything to be shown off. It's like a big showcase, a car show. Everything's loud, everything's roaring, and everything's shiny and pretty. Pretty much
Yes.
everybody loves to enjoy themselves. So I'm gonna ask some questions to Arcana and see if they're gonna let me know what's on with their Bud Billiken experiences. So the first one I'm gonna go to is we're gonna make it short with Rashad. What's your experience with the Bud?
Billiken Parade. I started off at Percy L. Julian High School, and I marched in the band. So my first experience was always having to march in that parade. Um, and I was a spectator. I always came in young, watching and looking at all the bands and the radio stations and the Southside drill team.
So how did it feel to actually go from watching to involving?
From watching to involving, it turned into a point where no longer being the one in the background cheering people on, but actually witnessing the feeling that it is when you see a group of little kids and seeing you perform and they're excited as much as you are. So it gives you that extra feeling like, man, I'm somebody important today.
You accomplished the
Right.
goal.
Today I'm somebody important because
Okay.
they love me right now.
Okay. And Miss Lisa, how was your Bud experience?
I just recall times with my father before he passed. Just growing up with my family, all the kids would just get on the bus and go to the Bud Billiken. We just spent all day there.
Okay.
And positive and something fun, something different.
So it's something you definitely could take, your future pass down to any or any relative or any just young person you would like to just take out there. That's some way you would definitely educate them to go.
Yeah, I definitely would do that.
Okay. And Miss Mimi?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I never been to the Bud Billiken Parade.
And how long have you been in Chicago?
All 43 years. But I always watch it.
Okay. That's support. It's still support.
I always watch it, and I think that the beautiful thing about the Bud Billiken Parade is that it showcases people from all over Chicagoland. So I've known many different organizations, bands, dance groups, all kind of organizations that are included, and it is so inclusive that, and for it to be not just national, it's internationally known.
It is the number one parade known in the world,
yes.
in the United States,
So
since 1929.
I've tried to get my daughter to go, but she's not a walker. So,
well, it's pretty much. I think you don't notice the walking. I think you pretty much when you're involved and you're just having fun out there, is the walking or the exercise about it is not. It's not in your mind. It's just.
I know for me, I'm not the skinniest guy on the block, but when you start that parade and you music is playing and everybody's celebrating each other, you forget that you just walked 40 plus blocks. And with bands, you're high stepping, so you definitely are exerting a lot of energy.
Okay.
So you never really realize it until you're directly at the end, and I can't feel my legs.
Man, yeah. So it's so much fun. And so it's basically like going to a parade of
a big Chicago party.
Really, it's a parade party.
And I love the fact that it celebrates us as a African American race, but it does cater to everyone. But
what I do is basically, we'll have you guys back on probably previously or after, before the parade and everything, and we'll get your insight on what you experienced this year from your old experiences, and we can definitely chime in on a couple other people. They can comment, they can definitely give us a feedback as well on, hey, I went to the Bud this year and it was nice. But before the Bud Billiken Parade, we have something coming up which would interest a lot of older people over the age of 21 and older. 21 and older is going to be a rap contest that's going to be at Hannah Sports Bar Thursday, and the address for that is, would you like to fill me in on that one?
The Who's Hotter Showcase. It's at Hannah Sports Bar. It's in Country Club Hills. And just a second, I'm going to give you the address.
Well, while we're entertaining that, so how are you feeling about the show coming up on Thursday?
Me, I'm very excited because I'm a lover of all types of music and all types of fine art. So we are showcasing not only just rap artists, we have R&B artists, spoken word artists, and things of that sort. So we're celebrating music and the arts, period.
So this is going to be a big expansion for you guys, really, on all levels. It's just going to be, this is like the Catalina wine mixer, huh? This is just
like the Catalina wine mixer.
This is all over.
You're right.
This is everywhere.
Right.
But like I said, the address, you'd like to fill me in on that?
The address is 4838 West 183rd Street, and that's in Country Club Hills. It's about 5 minutes from the highway. So it's not hard to get to. The admission is $10. If you would like to enter, all we ask is that you bring 5 supporters with you. The entry again is $10. And the prizes that we're giving away is the 1 HD music video. Everybody always needs that, whatever type of artist. A photo shoot, a free lease on a beat as well. We have a slot that we're giving away for the upcoming Rapathon, which will be at Structure August 17th. And that's a lot of exposure. You're going to get a lot of exposure. You got exposure that's going to be on Thursday. Another thing that we want to try to get across to artists is a lot of artists focus on getting exposure from managers, investors. You want to get exposure for other artists as well. And you want to support other artists because that's where your support really will come from, is other artists generally. I mean, I tell people all the time, people do not pay house notes to go see Beyonce because they know her.
This is true.
That in mind as an artist, that it's a business and networking is always good.
So this is basically, you need to get artists to understand that when you're trying to make money or you're trying to do things, you need to actually become a team with some people. You need to actually go out there and work instead of just trying to let people work for you. Because when they work for you, they don't work like you.
Right.
Exactly.
And when it comes down to that, you have to always understand that any publicity is good publicity. So when you go to these events, and just because you're not getting paid, it's because you got people that are just coming just to listen to the music, and then you could perform that night and you just gained 20, 30 fans.
Yes, you did.
So then now when you're on Facebook, you got your levels are going up on Facebook, social media, everywhere. And now you're becoming a household name. And that's what you want.
A funny thing, a household name that's going to be back in town that lighting on is Babs Savage. Now she's from France. She's a French artist that's a singer and for a Steppers tour that she'll be back on. And that'll be around September. When she's going to have a show August the 19th also.
Okay.
So she'll be back and forth through here. But August 19th at 7 p.m. at the Harold Washington Culture Center, which is located 4701 South King Drive. The early bird special prices is $10 off the ticket price, which is a $60 ticket. So you guys just come on, slide through, and that's just a hot commodity you guys want to step through, or anything you want to be a part of, that definitely would be a hot show. It's definitely going to be a hot show on fire. But like I said, things that we've been coming about for is really just learning more about you guys, and the Bud Billington Parade and Bab Savage is going to be coming up. But Thursday, I think that's going to really rock the crowd and set the month off something right, because that's going to be August 3rd. That's going to be Thursday.
Right.
So that's going to be August 3rd at Hannah's in Country Club Hills.
Correct.
And Arcana's team will be there, and they will have special prizes for artists that are in the show. Also, some of the artists that'll be in the show, AC, and also some of the artists formerly known as CJ Global, Duh, and also an artist by the name of Breeze. So it's a lot of artists that'll be there, but those are some of the particulars that'll be stopping through. And anybody else that wants to come through and participate or get any promos done, Cedric Hawkins, which is Benji Promo, will definitely be there also. And if you guys need any photography or any videography done, Arcana Productions will be there.
You sure will be.
So anything you guys go over through the weekend that might be showing that it might be a good week for us?
Are you speaking on this
just
weekend?
In general, like this weekend that passed by, you got any signs? How you get any symbols?
Shout out to the promoters that took care of that Wet n Wild foam party. I did attend that with Big Izzy and Re-Up Tide. They'll be there Thursday, August 3rd. They had won a slot. It was handled very professionally. Security was good, and it was really nice. Everybody showed up but Cardi. But
and that was the July 26th show, correct?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, and that was Cardi B, Snow the Product, Lil Bibby, also A Boogie with the Hoodie, and PNB Rock.
It was a really nice show. No violence, no acting out, and that's that we're talking about.
And that's true heart of Chicago.
Yeah, that's what we're
instead
talking
of people
about. We're
always thinking
that
it's
trend.
Okay. And also it's just other things that'll be coming up pertaining to with the Arcana production. But you guys gotta stay tuned. Catch us every other Monday, 10 o'clock. So wrap the show up. But I want to know from you guys, how do you guys feel about everything that's going to be going on through the rest of this year? We made it to the middle of the year. It's now July, going into August. Tomorrow.
I think that we've done a lot of events now as Arcana, as a group, as this group. And I think I want to say that we've done a great job with not having any issues, no negativity, as far as there'll be nobody that'll say that we haven't accommodated them and that there's been any fighting or any negative feedback about them. So I think that's great. I think we're showing Chicago what we could do. You can reach us at Arcana. Arcana Entertainment on Instagram is going to say Arcana Promotions. Lisa, what's your tag?
Lisa E Promotions.
And your Facebook also?
Lisa Edith Marie Gaines and Lisa E Marie on Instagram.
And for you, Rashad?
For me, you can reach me on Facebook, and Facebook will be Rashad Terrell, or the page of Arcana ENT, as well as Rashad Promo, as well as on Instagram, you can follow me. That is Snacks with a Z at the end, the Promo God.
Okay.
And Twitter will be on, like the light switch on Snacks.
Okay, on Snacks. Okay.
Let me just also say you can reach us by phone if you want to get a slot. It is first come, first serve, but we are still taking people's slots. It's 630-64146. I'm sorry, 4148.
So I got a question. Like I introduced the Babies on Business. What do you think about a 12-year-old that is impersonating the Biggie type flow?
I think that's great. I think we should try to help these kids cultivate any gift that they have. So because their gifts are expressing, living in life. So if it's Baby Biggie and he has the talent, you never know. I mean, let's look at Jay-Z. Let's look at who Jay-Z is today. He's not just a rapper. He's a brand. And he can reach out and help all these people. So that's our goal, is to teach each one of them, take your gift, run with it, like people have taught other cultures all through the history, and learn how to build it up so that you can bring somebody else up. Because the Baby Biggie, you know, today could be a Jay-Z tomorrow.
This is true. This is true. Now, I have a question. What do you think about him being 12-year-old, his manager being pretty much a 7-year-old girl?
That's awesome. Their parents must be great. My daughter is 16, and at the phone party, she was making critiques.
Okay.
And because she sees me, and at first she acted very uninterested, but because I don't care, I just still tell her every little thing about the business section of what I'm doing, because I want her to think of everything she does as a business. They tell you, in order for you to be rich, you need to have 10 streams of income.
Okay.
Think of everything you do as I'm a product. Start teaching the young people to think that way. They will present themselves better. Everything they will do better, because they know that somebody is watching them. Not so much that they don't have to be individuals, but they want to present themselves as something worth looking at, something worth listening to, because they're crying out for people to listen to them. And they're saying, well, we don't have this, we don't have that. So we have to teach them how to express themselves so that they can be listened to.
And that's a lovely explanation. That's a lovely explanation on how that is for a young woman. Now, what do you think about him being a 12-year-old young man out here, and he's really just trying to make a difference for himself and for his family?
Because it's been plenty of times that I myself have wanted to do something, and for them to have the guts to go ahead and do it at such a young age, and to do it successfully, is a great thing. And for her to be a 7-year-old manager, and I'm 28, and I still have much time to continue
she also
to learn.
is the top dancer of her team. She's not just managing and just out here just like trying to be director. She's out here involving herself as well. I didn't want to give you the insight on that first, because I wanted you to see, okay, maybe she's just a little manager running around. No, she's a dancer as well. She's a hot firecracker.
Well, let's look at this, Benji. That were running whole families at 15 in our culture previously. We just have slacked up on teaching our children that there's a responsibility with everything. So that's great.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up with the last things for the show. For Arcana being there for Thursday and everybody being prepared to come on out. Everybody get ready to just relax and go through some things through the week, because I know a couple of things coming up. The good weather has been holding up for us. It's not too much rain, not too much heat. A lot of people been complaining. I'm just working. I'm just going through it. But also, if you guys can't get in touch with any of them, the information for Arcana is Cash, which is Carlton Hardy on Facebook. And my Facebook is Cedric Hawkins, Benji Promos. And that is the Mic Up Show for tonight. And we'll catch you guys next time.